Hey guys, welcome to the DM to DF reading. If you just came from the daily updates for both twins, it was a huge one, huge realizations. A lot of, I feel like a lot of us have unlocked a lot of like our blockages when it comes to abundance and when it comes to our feminine energy. As divine feminines, and we understood a lot about how the divine masculines are wanting to provide for the feminines. So let's get a little bit of info about that. I'm just separating these cards because I've got two different decks mixed in one here, and I just want to separate them. So if you haven't yet checked out that reading, it goes for an hour, but it's super like it's worth it, and you need to hear it, especially if you resonate with the collective that I'm a part of, this Twin Flame Collective. If you resonate with my videos, if you resonate with the things that I say, if you're in a similar, place in your life, in your Twin Flame journey that I am, this is really going to be a beneficial video for you. So I really highly suggest you guys go and check that one out first, because what we're going to be looking at is we're going to be looking at messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine when it comes to them wanting to provide for their feminine. Okay, so yeah, let's see about that. All right, we've got, I know we are destined for great things together. Beautiful. And this could be why as well, good times ahead. Okay, so they're wanting to let you know there are good times ahead. They know that you guys are destined to achieve great things together on your mission, on your shared mission. Look at this. I was just about to say, if you've just come from that video, look at this dynamic shift within the connection. So the divine feminines are shifting out of their prolonged masculine energy. A lot of us have been living in our masculine energy for far too long, and the divine masculines have been in their feminine energy where they have been provided for their whole life. They've never had to provide physically, just emotionally, feminine energy. And the divine feminines have had to provide a lot. They've had to stand up. They've had to be quite responsible through childhood, this collective anyway. And even in past relationships, they've been operating in their masculine energy completely. So this is why the dynamic shift is changing, and this is why the divine masculine is now coming forth, wanting to provide for the divine feminine. This is what they're guided to do. I'm healing right now. Yeah, so they're healing that sort of uncomfortability with being the provider. They know what that looks like, but they've never had to provide for a partner, or they've never had to provide for anyone. They have been provided for. I have never loved anyone the way I love you. So this is also another thing as well, why they are so sort of like, it's not that they're not on board with the idea of providing for you, it's just something that they've never done. So it feels uncomfortable. It feels like new territory, uncharted waters, unmarked territory. But this is sort of like, they're like, I've never loved anyone the way I've loved my divine feminine before, so this is something I'm willing to do. I will face this. This is what they're wanting you to do. Work on your inner feminine energy. Receiving. If your masculine comes home from work and says that they want to buy this or take care of rent this week, and you don't worry about it, you just focus, you just maybe get groceries or do what you can with where you're at right now, as uncomfortable as that feels, as burdensome as that feels, you being a burden, you need to do it. They're bringing me back to a thing where my mum would always put it over my head once I hit 18. It was her idea. She said to me, ooh, okay, this is where it is. Divine feminines, listen the hell up. If you're resonating with this, listen up. It was my mum's idea for me to stay home and not get a job or anything. I would, work for myself, and I would work on my music career, work on getting myself going. And I wouldn't have to pay rent or anything like that, or contribute or anything. It was her idea. But that was a control mechanism for her. Whether she realizes it consciously or not, I don't know. That's not my business. I don't really care. All I know is that it impacted me in a really fucked up way. That was a control mechanism for her, for me to be continued to be under her control. It was abuse. It was an abuse tactic, where she could use me at her discretion. Do this, do that. I essentially became a Cinderella, and I was constantly cleaning, earning my keep, when that was never part of the original agreement, and I would just do it because I was made to feel like a burden. You live here rent free, you live under my roof, my rules, you do what I say. Essentially, my subconscious has taken that on as, if I let myself be provided for, I am by somebody else, I am at their discretion. I owe them something. I have to contribute. I have to do this. And on the opposite hand of that is, I have to earn my way, even if I'm buying my own stuff. So this is something that is being healed right now, Divine Feminines, and your masculine is here to do that. I'm gonna have to let my masculine take care of me. Not that I'm not going to take care of myself, but in whichever way this manifests, right? Because I'm only just finding out about this right now. Whichever way this manifests, I have to allow it, as uncomfortable and as scary as that feels, because one, it's clearing out that abuse and that wound from living with my mum, and it's allowing me to work on my inner divine feminine energy in a healthy way. It's allowing me to tap into that. Why? Because you guys are coming into union. We're coming into union. This was like this. That coming into union card was flipped over. It was like this. Sorry, like this. So I knew I'd seen that, but when I turned this over, I am going to give you the world. And that sounds amazing, right? Your divine masculine wanting to give you the world, but when it actually happens, you're like, oh, I need to do something. I need to, that this is coming into twin flame mission. This is part of why you need to learn this divine feminine. And your divine masculine knows this on a soul level. This is why he's on board. I want to create life with you. I want to create our life with you. You will hear from me soon. So if you haven't heard from your divine masculine, you absolutely will. Some of them, we've known this for weeks though. You guys are getting engaged soon. Work on inner divine masculine energy by doing this. They know that once this happens, but also probably leading up to them asking for your hand in marriage, they're going to be providing for you in some kind of way, which is what's going to be helping them feel more comfortable with that. So they're working on their inner divine masculine energy. Ask me for help, I will help you. Oh, I don't like that. I can't ever imagine being in a situation where I would just go, hey, I can't afford rent this week. Can you cover it? See how weird that feels? But maybe I might be able to get to that point if I allow myself to be taken care of, but I don't see myself flat out needing to ask for help straight away with that. We'll see though, we'll see. Financial increase, I'm going to buy you a gift. Okay, so the divine masculines are going to buy you a gift. They've had some sort of financial increase. I am opening up, yeah. Let's have fun. So they want to have fun, they want to do something fun with you. We are one. What you experience, I experience. Let's get some of these pink ones. Fate and destiny are at play here. So this situation is sort of out of your hands, guys. Focus on your purpose. So I feel like this is allowing you, and I said this in the other video, in the daily energy, the divine masculine is coming forward and wanting to provide for you so that you can focus on your purpose. So you don't have to worry about making money, or so that you don't, whatever it is, right? So that you can focus, it frees you up and it relieves you of a burden, so that you can focus on your purpose, which is beautiful. Abundance mindset and belief system check. So it's time for you to check your belief systems right now. What are you thinking when I'm telling you this stuff? How does it feel? If it feels uncomfortable, there was a affirmation that I said for you guys to say. It was, I welcome, I'll have to go back and look at it. I welcome my divine masculine happily provides for me, and I welcome it with gratitude and love. My divine masculine happily provides for me, and I welcome it with gratitude and love. In the next few months, so it's going to be unfolding in the next few months. Things are going to be changing when it comes to this. Receiving a gift. Again, you guys are literally receiving a gift from your divine masculines. We've said we've got there, I'm going to buy you a gift or something. There, you're going to be receiving a gift. Let's get some more messages from the divine masculine about this. Work on inner divine feminine energy. Can't get over it. I love the way that my writing looks really neat there, and then it's just like messy. Let's get some more. Okay, let's get some more of the ones I made. I love these ones. Got some channeled songs in here too. Messages from the divine masculine. Okay. Cool. I promise I'm working on my own healing, even if you don't see. Okay, so for some of you that could have been a worry. But I want you to remember, as long as you're working on your healing, your divine masculine is healing too. Because whatever you learn and understand, it's healing that within him too. The divine masculines heal differently than the divine feminines do. The divine feminines are more of conscious healers. They consciously get brought to their attention of what it is they need to heal. And the divine masculines, the same, but in a different way. Usually while they sleep. They do a lot of their healing while they sleep. So to you, it may look like that they're not healing, but they are. Because the more healed that you get, the more healed that they get. Same thing. Well, you can't have one without the other. If you're absolutely not focused on your healing, then neither is your masculine. If you are, then they are too, just in a different way. So please don't be worried about how that looks. I want you next to me all the time. Let's see more about what the divine masculines are saying about providing for their feminines. Let's go with this. Fade Into You from Nashville. It's a song. If you were a window and I was the rain, I'd pour myself out and wash off the pain. I'd fall like a tear so your light could shine through, then I'd just fade into you. Beautiful. That song is in all of these songs in here are in the Twin Flame playlist on Spotify, which the link you can find that is in the description box. I hope that you are having a good day today. Oh, they're thinking of you. You'll hear from me soon. Let me reach out. Again, that's the second time we've got that. Can you be patient with me? I'll give you what I can when I can. And I feel like this is what you're saying to the divine masculine when it comes to, this is like, yeah, that's really interesting. I'm just, yeah, that's okay. Put a pin in that. I'm connected to that. I just got to download Sparks by Coldplay, but I promise you this, I'll always look out for you. You're saying this to the divine masculine. This is interesting that this has come through this way. Can you be patient with me? I'll give you what I can when I can. When it comes to contributing, this is shedding that wound of being a financial burden, being an emotional burden, being a burden unless you can take care of yourself completely. And the masculine saying, I promise you this, I'll always look out for you. I'll always take care of you. And here's the thing, because I feel like for a lot of our masculines in the past, it hasn't outwardly come out as, let me take care of you, let me handle this. They haven't ever actually said that. And that would explain why, because they've never really, they're being guided to that energy, working on their inner divine masculine. And that's come easily to you, Divine Feminine, because you've been living in your Divine Masculine energy for years and years and years and years. But that's that dynamic shift that's happening. And that's why it feels uncomfortable to allow your Divine Masculine to, I just saw 2 cards about proposal, to do that, because you know that if you were to ask for help, they would be like, yeah, like they would do it, but they would be very uncomfortable with the idea of, and then you would feel like a burden. I'm coming home to you again. Won't be long, I promise. So for those of you who are in separation or physical separation, I put so much pressure on myself to make money so I can buy you a ring soon. I know you don't want to wait much longer. I know it's important to you. It is to me too. So they're working on their finances so that they can propose to you. Cosmic Love by Florence and the Machine. And I'm fucking crazy about you. When I go quiet, it's never your fault. I get lost in my fears and thoughts. Please just hold space for me. Rescue by Lauren Daigle. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. There's lots about the Divine Masculines coming in to rescue the Divine Feminines. Provide for the Divine Feminines. I'm so sorry I left you feeling so alone and neglected. It breaks my heart thinking about it. You Light Up My Life by Westlife. These are all songs. Look at these songs because I have messages in there for some of you. The Night We Met, Lord Huron. I've been searching for a trail to follow again. Take me back to the night we met. You Are My Best Friend. Never forget that. Best Friend by 50 Cent. I love that song. All the beautiful things I've said to you in the past, I still mean wholeheartedly now, even if I haven't said them to you in a while. Remember them with fondness, not sadness. I still mean them. No one else can make me feel this way. Beautiful. We've got some beautiful, beautiful messages there. So the Divine Masculine is wanting you to know that they are working on themselves. They are working on shifting into their Divine Masculine energy while you are working on sinking into your Divine Feminine energy. Oh, look at this. I'm so proud of who you are and all you have accomplished so far. That's beautiful. And they know that you guys are destined for great things together, and they're coming around to the idea of preparing to provide for you. I crave your touch. Good times. They've got something up their sleeve, I think. Celebration. Please trust and believe in me. Again, I know we are destined for great things together. There are any other messages about providing for the Divine Feminine? Financial increase. I am so proud of you. So they're proud of you regardless of how much of a burden you feel, Divine Feminine. This is your darker masculine energy of feeling burdensome. They want you to work on allowing yourself to know that it's not the same as what you've experienced. You're not a burden because you don't have the intentions of ever taking advantage of your Divine Masculine. We are one. What I experience, you experience. I've been thinking a lot about our wedding day. I want to work with you. So like that card's about literal work. They want to like own a business with you or something like that. I'm preparing to propose to you. I miss you, all of you. work on your inner divine feminine energy. So work on allowing, ask me for help, I will help you. Allow yourself to work on, they want you to work on allowing them to provide for you, even if you don't necessarily know that that's what they want or that's what they'd be okay with. Like if you have some sort of idea or some sort of like, you think that, you know, they would be annoyed by that, you need to become okay with, you need to come around to the idea that they could never think that about you. Could you ever think that about them? I promise to protect you. Dynamic shift within the connection. They're really stepping into their divine masculine energy, so you need to meet them. I'm going to surprise you. You need to meet them where they're at. Even though I'm in total awe of you, even though, let me provide for you financially, even though they haven't outwardly ever said that to you, maybe they haven't, that doesn't mean that they don't think that way, or they're not thinking that way, or they're not, it could just be a given thing for them where, you know, some of them have had promotions recently and now they're like, well, I earn more money than my divine feminine now, so that means I provide more. I provide what she can't. Or I provide for her what she can't provide for herself because I have the means, right? That's just what you do. And there's sort of like, divine feminine, you have wounds with being provided for. You were never really provided for by a masculine energy in your life. Or the last time you were provided for by your masculine energy, you were very, very young. Yeah. So this is what needs to be healed now. So set an intention, ask your spirit team to help you with that, to work on that with you. Let's just get some of these for those who, whatever's going on right now. Get some messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. I see life differently now. Okay. So they're very much like, they may not have said outwardly like, babe, let me provide for you, or, you know, once I get this job and once I secure this promotion, like, I'm just going to start taking over the finances and, you know, but they don't know if you're okay with that, or if you want that. There will be a conversation about that, and I think for a lot of you think that that's not what they want. You think that they want everything to be half, you pay your way, blah, 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 but that's just because of that's just because of your past conditioning from your childhood, from your upbringing, from your life before you're masculine, from your experiences. But they see life differently. They see life differently now. What else do we have? I don't know how to feel. Meaning they don't know what to do because they don't know where you're at with that. And it's the same thing for us. I want to start over. Yeah, so I feel like the dynamic between you two needs to change. Yeah, I don't know what comes next. But they know that they want to start things again. Like they want to go, okay, well, can we do things this way from now on? I daydream about life with you. I don't want to let you go. I don't want to let you go. I know you don't feel the same. Some of you that are in like strife with your twin, they sort of have this assumption that you don't feel the same way about them providing something for you, whether it be stability, support, emotional stuff. I can't be with you. I would do it all again. I want to make amends. There's a lot of shame in here. For this is different now. This set of masculines, there seems to be a lot of shame there around the way that things started. They want to start things fresh, and I feel like, yeah, I have trouble with intimacy and I am recovering from that. intimacy in different ways. So for some of them, it's going to be physical intimacy. For others, it's going to be emotional. For others, it's going to be they're too much in their feminine and they're not coming from a place of their masculine energy. So they're needing to step into that and it feels a little bit uncomfortable for them. Let's get some of these ones. I know I was a distraction from your pain. That one seems to come out a lot. I wish I could share my good news with you. So for those of you who aren't in contact, they have some good news that they want to share with you. I look for you everywhere. Let's get a couple of, to finish off, let's get a couple of In the Shadows Oracle cards, messages from the Divine Masculine, what's going on in the shadow self. I'm waiting for an apology, so their ego. This is like from their ego. I don't really know you. I couldn't tell you face to face. So for some of them, this isn't going to be for everyone. This is going to be this is a very specific kind of message deck. Yeah, but for some of them, they're waiting on some sort of apology. And they're saying sorry in their mind. It's like, well, I've said I'm sorry in my mind, so where's my apology? I love myself enough to walk away. Really, that means that they, when it's tough, when the going gets tough, they dip out. So really, that's not what that is. They think that's what it is, but that's just based on, yeah, I don't need your approval. I love myself enough to walk away. Yeah, it's not. This is strictly their ego. I need to focus on my healing. And look at this. I took the easy way out. I've been here before with others. Yeah. So they know their ego is telling them. They're like, that's like a conversation between their ego and their soul. Like they're trying to convince themselves that, because these thoughts, right? All of these thoughts, all of these perceptions and ideas and ideals keep them safe, right? It stops them from rejection. It keeps them safe from, you know, you leaving them if they've left you first, like that kind of thing. It keeps them safe. So there's a couple different groups there, but take only what resonates, take it as it resonates. Don't try to make anything fit if it didn't fit. But yeah, I hope that you found that helpful. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you aren't already, and you can find my Instagram link, which is in the description box. Follow me on there. There's 2 giveaways happening at the moment. And if you want to grab a personal reading with me, the link for that is also in the description box. I will see you in the next video. Bye.